Shri Hari. Today is our third video of the series Vision to Visionary Part 3, and today's topic is why you need education in business. By the word education, I don't mean about formal education. I mean the educated mind, the strategic mind you need for business. Okay, see, many people thinks that education is a degree or it's a certificate. Okay, it's not certificate or it's a degree. It's an awareness. Okay, to run any kind of business. Okay, you need a high consciousness level. If you fall from the consciousness, or even if you don't reach to the consciousness level, okay, the uncertainties and the problems of video will not stop haunting you. Okay, like in Gita it says that everything you do awareness, okay, becomes a sadhana. Okay, so this is the thing. Business fails because your ego drives it, first of all. And when you have the knowledge of business, then you can guide it. Okay, so there are three types of education, I think, okay, that is absolutely necessary for a successful business entrepreneur. Okay, first up, you need to understand your business about the industry as well. Okay, if you do not know the industry, it will be very much problematic. Okay, because the industry changes, the trend, the pattern, the policies, the rules, they all changes. Okay, so first you need to know the industry and an understanding of when the industry changes. That is very important, because knowing industry is something else, but when it drifts, when it changes, okay, when the economy or the geopolitics changes your industry, okay, that is absolutely necessary. And then comes to the next point where you need, it's all about understanding your customers. Okay, you either do it B2B, like business to business, or B2C, business to customer. You need to know exactly where you need to pitch, you need to know exactly where you need to stay. Okay, and you need to know exactly where to grow. Okay, you can either do B2B or B2C, or can do both. But understanding your customer, their age, their demographics, okay, how they think, what is their ethnicity, they all play the role. You cannot sell something to an Indian customer, okay, the same way you are uh, selling it to a German customer. Okay, they are both different mindset. Okay, and their policies, okay, of purchasing, their customer buying behavior, okay, they are very different. And thus you need to understand the tools, software, and the processes of your business. Okay, in today's world, okay, if you're running a big business or even a medium business, you need software, otherwise you can't run. So tools, software, and the processes, and processes does not mean it is based on software. Processes can be manual as well, but you have to have an understanding that with your team and within your team, how you can process effective measures. That is the point. Okay, so if you run a business with your domain knowledge and domain education, it's like sending Arjuna in Mahabharata to a battlefield without his bow. This is the same thing. Now, the next point can be your emotional and mental education. Business drifts, there can be losses, there can be highs, I mean profits. Okay, but it is your mindset and the knowledge that decide that you will continue longer or not. That is the issue, and that is the same advantage as well. Like in Gita, Krishna says to Arjuna that Arjuna, you are your greatest enemy and greatest friend as well. The same thing, you are the Arjuna of your own business. Okay, your mindset make the business fail, and your make the business a hit. First of all, you must handle rejections from anybody, most of the customers, from market, from organizations, okay, from strategy, which are failing or which have failed. Okay, rejections are part of the game. If you do not reject, the idea of rejection, it's a problem. Okay, the same way you like profits, the same way you have to like losses as well, otherwise you cannot continue. The second thing is the team psychology. Whatever team you are handling, you have to understand the psychology of the team. If you do not understand, okay, there can be a lot of problems. Can be cheating, can be mishandling of information, can be breach of policy. That there can be many, but you have to understand the team psychology, what team you are leading to. At the same time, that connects with my next point, was the dealing with, it's about dealing with uncertainties. There will be uncertain points where you have to act, but you do not know what can be the result. There is a point, okay, and it comes very often in businesses, okay, every 3 to 5 years, because industry changes every 3 to 5 years, okay, and the more technology enhances, the more industry changes. Any rate, at any rate, in any industry. So uncertainties will create a havoc pressure under you, okay, and staying stable under pressure is one of the key. Okay, if you cannot handle pressure, you will be out of business. If you cannot handle a big pressure, you cannot run a big business. Okay, profits come when the at the same proportion where you handle a lot of pressure, okay, and you stabilize yourself with a lot of pressure. Okay, so these are the points, okay, you have to take care of. And I do think education creates stability. And by education, I never pinpoint your formal education. Okay, I pinpoint your practical and business education only. And patience, intuitions, higher visions, clarity of purpose, all are needed. These are your emotional traits, okay, and they will always help you in business. Okay, and in Bhagavad Gita, it says Aham Atma. It means that I am the self seated within a self. That means when you understand this, okay, you begin to deal with compassion, not fear. Okay, because uncertainties will generate fear within you. With purpose, not in insecurity, you can proceed. Otherwise, there will be problems. So this is the basics. This is not also the foundations, okay, for a successful business. Okay, and this is what you need to know about business. Okay, and I am coming to the point, okay, why education decides your business. See, people ask me, Dave, can I build a successful business without any education? And my answer, you can start without education, but you cannot grow without it. Okay, that means education reduces mistakes. First of all, it's money, it's time, it's reputation. Okay, uh these where there are a lot of mistakes and uncertainties that make a lot of pressure. Okay, but if you take care of all these points, okay, then yeah, there is a chance, okay, there is a bigger chance, okay, to enhance your business, and at the same time your team morale will continue, it will be high all the time. Okay, and at the same time your education makes your decision making power enhanced. Okay, your business is shaped by what you decide, how fast you decide, and how confident you are when you are deciding. uh, these are the points, okay, you need to remember. Okay, because it's all about psychology. See, business is all about psychology. Business is all about handling pressures and the other factors I mentioned. Okay, it's nothing about that you know a lot of domain knowledge. Like suppose you are an engineer, you have a lot of engineering knowledge, okay, but you can't run a business. Okay, business is a vidya, okay, it's an art and a mixture of science as well. Okay, and you know need to know it separately. Your domain knowledge won't help you. Okay, and business has no domain knowledge. Business is all about practicality. There is no business in the world where there is a book you can buy, read it, study it, and after analysis you can just start it. There's nothing. This doesn't work. Okay, I'm here not to motivate you, I'm here to tell you what is needed. Okay, because motivation doesn't stay for a long. You can look for motivation videos, you can be motivated, okay, and you'll do mistakes. Motivation is an emotion, and you cannot run business with emotion. Controlled emotion, not a spike emotion. Okay, because Gita says buddhi yogam dadamitam. This means wisdom is given to those who seek clarity. Education opens your buddhi, your discriminative power, and education at the same time expands opportunity. Your domain knowledge, your language, all those makes those opportunities open. Okay, and when in business, when opportunity come, you have to grab it at the right time, at the right place, with the right people. Okay, otherwise there is no fortune. If you're educated in your domain, at the same time mindset, and you're spiritually inclined, you see opportunities others miss. Most people see problems, a visionary see patterns. When you see the patterns, okay, you analyze them and you work on them. Maybe it's a niche thing, and within the niche market you can make money. Now, education builds authority as well. People trust you, not when you speak loudly, but when you speak with knowledge. Clients, investors, partners, they all respond to your intellectual aura. Your aura comes from learning, not earns, and education shapes your energy and aura. When you learn something new, your energy rises. Okay, and enthusiasm increases and confidence radiates. This is the feminine energy, and every businessman must have it. Okay, thinking and creation is a feminine. Okay, by the right brain, it's moon energy. If you do not have it, okay, what is left? It's all aggression, all it's rigidity, and rigidity, aggressions doesn't help business a lot. It helps you to bring courage, to stay with the courage, but rigidity means instability. You are at the same place where you should be, right? So now, critical examinations, okay, of your mind. Okay, if you think there is an uneducated businessman, okay, and I don't mean he doesn't have any formal knowledge, he just don't know the practical ways of business, then he starts with enthusiasm and he grows for sometimes, for sure, but eventually market changes within few years, and technology changes as well, and customer behavior changes as well. Okay, and then the person collapses because he never upgraded himself. He had a vision, but he remained static. Okay, so this is what happens when you do not have the practical knowledge for your domain business. Okay, and an educated businessman who is having a practical knowledge, he invests time in learning. Okay, for trends, okay, of his business, the psychology of customers, okay, and the systems, how they are running, how he can upgrade to newer and better systems. Okay, and at the same time spiritual grounding, what is needed, okay, what to keep, what not to keep to the customers. Okay, because at the same time authenticity sells, nothing sells anymore. He evolves, he adapts, he becomes a long term player, and that is why top entrepreneurs read, learn, and study continuously. Amazon founder Jay Bezos once said that biggest risk is not learning fast enough. Okay, the biggest risk is not learning fast enough. What a wise fella, right? And then comes to the spiritual angle at the same time. Okay, that few people understand this. The learning itself is a tapasya. When you study something deeply, your mind becomes still, your attention becomes sharp, your ego becomes sharp, and your intuition becomes active. Awareness is the highest education, I can say, and business is not an external battle, it's an internal organization of yours. Your mind, your energy, your focus, your discipline, your values. When these are aligned, success becomes a natural outcome, and this is union of feminine and masculine energy of your mind. One gives clarity, one gives abundance. Without education, the union never happens. Okay, the things, okay, I wanted to share with you. Your vision becomes very powerful when only your knowledge deepens. Okay, and education makes you unshakable, trustworthy, and visionary. A man without education can start a business, but only a man with education can build a legacy. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you. Please do subscribe to the channel. Okay, and I will come with more videos. Okay, I do not have a lot of time to make videos, neither I'm a professional video maker. Okay, my videos are not of very high quality, but I wanted to share the knowledge that I have been running with businesses. Okay, making millions, helping my customers, making millions of money was my goal from when I was very young. And this is the time I thought that I will be sharing my knowledge. Okay, I mentor people, I mentor business owners and CEOs, and that is the birth point of this channel, where I can share my knowledge, I can train people, and gives me that gives me a joy, that's give me a high, and that is my passion all the time. So that's it, and I'll see you later. Bye. Take care.